G'day viewers, Reboot here, day 61, we're in Daleville. It's another beautiful day in the high 80s, very warm outside, gone and resupplied already. Picked up some new boots eventually, finally, and just relaxing, so I'll probably put some video in of places where we're going to go and eat today, and we're just chilling in the motel room, Hawkeye and I. Hawkeye's over on his bed, just relaxing. So this is the update, not only for day 61, but I'm doing the review of week 8, which is day 50 to day 56, and that was from Marion, where I took a 0 on day 49, which was unexpected, but I was really enjoying the company of all the guys, so took a 0 with them, right through till day 56, where Hawkeye and I were running away from thunderstorms, or hiking as quick as we could from so we could get away from thunderstorms, and we did a 22-mile day, but took a lot out of me. So day 57 I was pretty tired. So in review, so day 50, it was a good milestone day. We had a bit of fun. We made the quarter way. The sign's about 3 miles out from where Guthook says quarterway is, and we ended up camping at the quarterway sign. But the guys all got involved and put some music to our moves. The other good thing about that is we crossed into Atkins about halfway through the day, and Hawkeye was with his wife having a day off, and they came down to the Mexican, and we all had Mexican together, and it was good meeting a partner from one of the hikers. So that was a good day. It was also even better for me because Hawkeye paid for my lunch. Day 51. That was a fun day. That was boy, did it rain, and again more thunderstorms. Soham had some friends coming over as well, so he went off trail for about 3 to 4 hours and went and had lunch with them and spoke to them. And while Fluffhead, Grey Squirrel and I kept hiking, and again we could see thunderstorms coming in. We got drenched, but even worse ones were coming, and we were getting to a shelter that was at the top of a mountain on a bald, but it was stone with a door, and we got in beautifully before it really started belting down. And then within about 2 hours, you couldn't hear yourself talking in this shelter. And the next minute, Soham opens the door and he walked in. He'd been hiking through the middle of that storm. It stuns me that anyone would have even attempted. Not only did he do that, he stopped and got water because he knew there was no water at the shelter in the middle of that storm. So unbelievable. I have noticed in America they have a lot more thunderstorms than we do, so their weather's a bit more volatile. It could be because we're in the mountain ranges, but even when I go hiking in the mountains back in Australia, it's not as volatile. You know it's coming. You hear it, thunderstorms, next minute it's hot, and then it thunderstorms, and it's hot. So it's something I'm not used to, and I think there's a lot more electricity in the air than there is when the Australians have theirs. So day 52. Not a big mention day. It was 24 miles done that day, so I had a good day. Come out of that shelter, had a great night's sleep in that shelter. We had 12 in there. I think it only sleeps 8. We had 4 on the floor, 3 on the floor and 1 on the park bench sleeping. And it was actually funny because the door slams when it shuts, and one person went out to go to the toilet and forgot to hold the door so it didn't slam, and I think it gave a fright to one of the hikers, and he actually fell off his sleeping bench and landed on the floor. So at that stage we had 5 sleeping on the floor. Woke the rest of us up and gave us all a fright. We also, I chased down to try and get to a restaurant that was going to shut at 4 o'clock. It was 17 miles, so that's at 15, 24, about 27 kilometres. And I had to get there by 4, and I couldn't get there. I got there at 4:30, and I was really disappointed that I was going to miss out on the food. But another hiker that stayed in that shelter did make it, and he bought 5 hamburgers for us with all extra drinks, knowing that the rest of us didn't get there in time. The problem was 2 of the hikers actually never got there, so 2 of the hamburgers went missing, or just didn't get eaten. And because the guy had to cook 5 hamburgers, by the time I did get there, even though they were shut, he was still open because he was cooking. So I also had 4 chicken tenders, 2 hot dogs, another Coke, another chocolate drink, an orange juice. So I didn't pick out, just a little bit to drink. Day 53, I went to Dismal Falls. Again, very hot day. About 3 o'clock, I had 2 miles to go, 3 kilometres. And I'd seen in YouTube people go swimming at that thing. I didn't think I was going to make it before the thunderstorm come through, so I decided to go to Trent's to have more food. That's all you ever seem to do on here is hike and eat. I got to Trent's, just took my pack off, got under the eave, and it bucketed down. So it was a very good decision. So I sat in there and had pizza and hot dogs and ice cream and Coke. And meanwhile, I'm having all this shop food. I'm carrying food on my pack that I'm carrying for no reason, because by the time I get back to resupply, I don't need to resupply. I've still got all the food. Got to Dismal Falls. It was beautiful. There was no way known I would have been swimming there because of all the thunderstorms we've been having. The water was really flowing, extremely fast. Trees were in the water as well, where the swimming pool bit was, so not a swimming place. Day 54, 13 miles into Woods Hole. So Woods Hole was a great hostel, really different community vibe. For instance, they all hold hands and say what you're grateful for when you're eating just before your meal. So it gives everyone an understanding of what people are enjoying about the hike and about life. And they also provided massages, and then also and homegrown meals for breakfast and for tea. So look, we had spinach pasta with some sort of meat mix, and I got the first meal that came out was all salads, and I thought that's all we're getting, so I really loaded up on the salads, thinking, gee, salad's not very filling, I better have a lot of it. And then that went away, and then all of a sudden they brought out the second course. I went, I've eaten too much. But it was really, really nice stuff. And the showers were great. They had a new shower block, and while I was sitting there waiting, I was Hawkeye and all that hadn't caught up at that stage, and I was waiting for them to come in, and I wasn't doing anything. So I actually helped a lot of the hikers work for stay, so they, instead of having to pay money, they'll do jobs around there to help. Well, I didn't do that, but I did help the guy that was doing work for stay dig out a footpath around the toilet block. So instead of it being a messy angled hill, I just helped even it out, and then put all gravel base on it and made it like a really nice footpath. So. And the guy had done 2 days before it, and he'd done a really good job, and done a rock wall and everything, and it doesn't cost the owner anything, and it saves the hiker money. So it's a great little system, I think, that all the hostels have when they do that. Day 55 was a short day, just 10 miles from Woods Hole into Perisburg, where we stayed at Angel's Rest. I'd heard good things on YouTube about Angel's Rest. I can see for the younger generation, it's probably a really good hostel. They have a lot of fun. They're using Nerf guns, running around the yard and things like that. For the older generation, it probably was not formal enough, I would think. Just not quite the right vibe for me, and talking to a couple of others, I think they felt the same. Still not a bad stay. Showers were fantastic. The Woods Hole showers were great, and Angel's Rest were even better. They provided a drop-off in the morning, and the driver got persuaded by Hawkeye, who offered money and a breakfast, to stop off at a Hardy's to get us a breakfast in the morning. So she did that, and so yeah, not a bad stay, but just probably better for the younger generation. While we were there, I went out to Chinese. All you can eat Chinese, $9. It just, the pricing of the food here in America still keeps stunning me. Endless soft drink while you're there, so Me being a Coke drinker, I just get heaps and heaps of sugar because I just keep filling up on those Cokes. And then the last day of the week, so no zeros. This is the first week I've had no zeros. Day 56 came out of there with Hawkeye. We went up to Ricefield Shelter where you see West Virginia. You don't actually go into West Virginia. And I've actually had a look. The Appalachian Trail is the border. So we were walking right on the edge of the border from West Virginia and Virginia. And great views up there. Caught up with Godfather again. Now, I've seen Godfather since day 8. And we don't really hike together, but we see each other all the time. He's a great bloke. So hopefully I'll get some more videos of him. He's a bit of a character. He reminds me of Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, so he always puts a smile on my face when I see him. And then we got the thunderstorms come through, and this thunderstorm, you could see it was getting black. You could see the rain was going to come, but it rained, I would say maximum 5 minutes, probably 2 to 3 minutes. But it bucketed down, and my clothes, it was sopping wet. It was like I'd put them in the wash and hadn't dried them at all. And at that time, we could see the storm leave. You saw lightning. Poor old Hawkeye had a slip, so he had all nice clean, well, not dry clothes, but all nice clean clothes on, and it slipped in the mud and all muddy, no more shower for about 4 days. So he needed to go for another shower. Me, I had completely the opposite luck. Because of all the food I'd eaten at the Chinese the day before, I needed a toilet. How's this for try me? We're hiking over this mountain, pouring rain. Here's a porta potty in the middle of the bush, just sitting there. There's no people. There's no that. It had toilet paper. It had hand sanitizer. It had everything. If another lightning storm comes through, I would have camped in there. But that's the different luck. Like Hawkeye's just come out, got absolutely mud from head to toe. Here I need a toilet badly because I didn't have a lot of toilet paper. I forgot to get it at the town. And bang, all of a sudden this mysterious toilet just appeared out of the middle of nowhere. Very strange. So that was the week in review up till then. That's up to 658 miles. I'm currently at 730 miles, a third of the way. But I'll do the review of the next 5 days in the next video. Still got Wally. I've nearly left him about 3 times now. He's starting to get a bit more naughty, and he keeps getting out of the pack and forgetting to go back in. So I'm getting very tired too, so I think, sorry Sav, but if I forget to pick him up, he may be living in America for the rest of his life because I'm not walking back to get him, so hopefully I don't forget him. Now the summary, budget summary. So miles first up. Well, previous best mileage in a week was exactly 100. Well, in week 8 I did 125 miles, so 25 more miles, which is exactly 200 kilometres. My next best kilometres was 160. So I've hit the 200 kilometres in a week mark. So I'm wrapped, especially with the shoes that I was wearing. 658 miles completed, or 1,053 kilometres by week 8. Averaging for that week, it was a big week, 18 miles a day for the 7 days, or 29 kilometres. And now my average overall after 8 weeks is gone from 11 up to 12. So remembering I have to get it up to 15. And that's roughly 19 kilometres a day rather than 17. So gone up. No zeros, so still had 9 of them. No Neros, still had 7 of them. And I had 2 hostel stays, but both of them were stayed in a tent. So I'm up to 25 hostel stays in 56 days. Wow. And the food money, so on trail costs, I only spent $24 in resupply that week because I was buying all those food at the shops. So I just carried food for the hell of it for the week, which $24 American, which is 32 Australian. Restaurants, I spent $80.47. Again, helped out a little bit. Hawkeye paid for the Mexican, so that saved me probably nearly $10. Hostels was only $22, so a $12 camping stay and a $10 camping stay, and $5 laundry at Woods Hole. Also, part of that $80 food was $12 for dinner and $10 for breakfast, I think it was, at Woods Hole. But it was really like eating at home. It was really nice food. So the total for the week, money-wise, in American was $131.47, or in Australian, $175.29. Remembering I'm using 75 cents as my base rate. So American after 8 weeks is $2,170. Australian is $2,879, and that is $150 over budget, which is about what I was the week before. So that's it. So the last thing I've got to show, the news is actually sponsored. The news is sponsored by high-tech waterproof hiking boots. These are the boots that I have been wearing for the last 700 miles, especially this right one. That is super waterproof. The only thing holding it together is actually the waterproof thing that you put your sock in. But the rest, I'm walking along and I keep folding over onto rocks and water getting in the side and everything. But since 470 miles, that one has been like that. I tried to glue it, and you can see that's the shoe glue there. I'm up to 730, so it's done 260 miles, or it's probably close to 400 kilometres like that. This one probably was not too bad until I ran 3.5 miles to get to Trail Magic probably 4 or 5 days ago, but since then it's been really, really bad. So can't understand why I've been getting sore feet. I'm going to put these in the hiker box. I'm sure someone could get another couple of hundred out of that. But yeah, high-tech boots, guaranteed for 730 miles. And I've swapped out into trail runners. So these are runners, but they've got a lot of grip on them. The brand is Solomon. A lot of hikers wear Solomon. These are last year's model rather than this year's. He didn't have this year's in stock. But the thing about Solomon's is if they get damaged badly, like holes in the side or anything like that, I believe there's a lifetime guarantee on them. So if they're worn, not so much. But if they're damaged in any way, especially being on the AT, and you send photos through and have your receipt, they will fully replace them. So really handy. But yeah, gonna miss the old boots. I still reckon they got another 1,000 miles on them, but everyone else I talked to said I needed to change them. Yeah, so that's the review this week. We are going out to lunch or dinner at a place called the Cracker Barrel, and seeing my company that I work for make Cracker Barrel cheese, so I can't not go out to lunch there. I have seen it on YouTube and it looks very nice, so I'll show some video from there. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the ups and downs. I did 26 miles yesterday into here, and the last 5 miles I had hit the wall. I should never have done that last 5 miles, and my emotions were all over the place while I was hiking. I'm getting upset that I'm going to make it, to getting upset I'm not going to make it. Why am I here? Everything. So, but overall today I'm feeling really good. I'm glad I did get in. I got this rest here today. Get a whole day off, and it is hot again. It's supposed to be in the 80s all week again next week with thunderstorms. So probably more of me running away from the rain. But yeah, and the fact that I caught up with Hawkeye, we're going to be able to hike roughly the same area for at least a couple more weeks. Then he's got family commitments. It's the one thing I have noticed. All the people I've walked with, except for Fluffhead, I think is the only one. They've had the opportunities to go off trail for a day or two and meet partners and have some time off the trail. Probably one of the things I do find a little bit hard, but I look forward to coming into town, and 6 p.m. here is 8 a.m. in Australia, and that's when Savvy and Tash are usually getting up to take Savvy to school. I just got to remember what day's Saturday over there, because sometimes I go, oh, where are they? And then it dawns on me that it's Saturday and they're not getting up for school. So anyway, enjoying it, still losing weight. There was no scales here, so I can't measure. I did hop on some scales at the Four Pines. Now, how accurate they are, I don't know, but it said I'm 210 pounds. I started at 250. That means I've lost 40 pounds, which I think is about 18 kilos. If I've lost 18 kilos, that would mean I'm 96 kilos, and I haven't been under 100. It would be at least 15 years, I think. So I am waiting till I find some good scales to do a good measurement. Into the Cracker Barrel. Wow. So this is Hawkeye. I've been walking with Hawkeye a little bit. I'm going to do a hiker interview with you, Hawkeye.
You're at the Cracker Barrel.
Yes, we're at the Cracker Barrel. So how did you get your trail name?
I went to school in Iowa, and the state bird, or state motto of the state of Iowa is Hawkeye.
Okay. So, and did another hiker give it to you, or your wife, or?
No, I just chose it.
Chose it?
Yeah.
Okay. And what made you do the AT?
Just a challenge. Always wanted to do it, and just retired at the end of the year.
Okay.
So I'm not getting any younger.
And how hard are you finding it?
Oh, it's the hardest challenge I think I've ever had in my life.
And what's your biggest concern?
Ticks.
Ticks? Not your weight?
No, I can get the weight back. But
Okay.
if I don't detect a tick, it could be bad.
Yes. Yeah. And what's been your best moment on the trail?
I think meeting you guys. I was
The one that said me.
I was lonely on the trail. I was homesick, lonely, and then meeting up with you guys has really kind of turned the corner.
He gets lonely because he walks so fast. No one can keep up with him. And you're going to meet your family in the next couple of weeks, so we'll all catch you up because you keep getting ahead of us. So that'll be good for us.
Yeah.
Target date for finishing?
End of August.
End of August. All right. So when you hear me talk about Hawkeye, this is the man. He's helped me out. He's set me some challenges as well, and he's also nearly killed me when we've been in thunderstorms. So enjoying the company myself as well. Thank you. Hey viewers, still day 61. Just got back from the Cracker Barrel. Just want to let everyone know that my next stint of hiking, there's only one stop in the next 8 days, and it's actually at a pavilion in a park where they've got a shower and that for hikers. There won't be any Wi-Fi, so for the next 8 days I probably won't get to upload any videos. So I'm currently at day 61, so it'll be about the 24th of May before my next upload. So hope you enjoyed the ones I've just done. Had a bit of a giggle and a laugh at the end of yesterday, but I was totally exhausted. I've never been so tired in my life. Big stretch now, so no hostel stays. I know it's going to be unusual not to see me in a hostel until I get to a place called Waynesboro, and that's 9 days from now, or 8 days from now. If I get lucky, I might be able to get to the library at Glasgow, where is the pavilion is that I'm staying at, and then I might be able to upload, but they're only open till 2, so I won't be there at 2, I'll be there later. So if they've got free Wi-Fi at the front, I might sit out the front and just upload while I'm eating something. But don't expect any videos for about 8 days. Thanks for watching.